Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Since a lot of you have been asking me how I do my winged eyeliner, I figured I would finally do a video on it. So if you want to see me attempt to do a winged eyeliner on my eyes, stay tuned and I will show you guys. Alright, so girls that have eyes similar to mine know the struggle. Like, you see when I go like this, the top of my eye here kind of is over. I don't know if I'm like a cross between hooded eyes and deep set eyes, but nonetheless, it does come down in the corners here when I like talk and stuff. You see how that does that there? That makes it more difficult for me to do my eyeliner, and I've watched a lot of tutorials over the years on how to do it, and I still have not perfected it, so I'm giving you guys a warning. I'm just showing you how I do it. It's not perfect. It's still, obviously it's something that comes with practice, and I don't do my makeup every day, so I really don't get enough practice with it, but I'm going to show you guys what I do. So, which eyeliner do you guys use? That's the first question you need to know. For me, if you have similar eyes like I do with this hooded deep set kind of thing going on, I've found it a lot easier to use eyeliners with like the felt tip to them, kind of like a marker. I do have a crap ton of all other kinds of eyeliners, pencils, very expensive ones. Another brand that I use that's similar to the felt tip one is Maybelline New York Line Stiletto. It is like a felt tip, but it's a lot longer and very flexible. This works excellent for me too. I'm a little dry right now with it, and you kind of have to have it like newer with a lot of product, I think. Not a ton, but now that we have an idea of what kind of eyeliner to use, that's like the biggest thing. If you wanted to use something else like a gel eyeliner, something similar to what we got in BoxyCharm a couple months ago, like the Pretty Vulgar, or even the Bang Beauty one that we got. I haven't tried this yet, but this is supposed to be a gel eyeliner. I've heard it's not, but nonetheless, if you wanted to use something like these, I would definitely, like personally for myself, after I do my eyeliner with the felt tip, then I would go back in with a brush, like an eye brush that we got from Aesthetica, and apply this on top, like after I got the shape. Alright, so for this, whatever we're going to call this video, a tutorial where I'm sharing with you guys on how I do my wing, I'm going to use the SK1 Cosmetics Insanely Intense Tattooed Waterproof Eyeliner in the color Plum. This is one of my favorites. I just got this, I think, last month in one of my boxes. I want to say Yes Oh Yes. So I did show you guys the tip, and it's super juicy, like it's not dried out yet, so that's a great time. Or you have to obviously use these when they still have a lot of product in them. You don't want to use a marker when it's dry. With the same thing that I said before about applying eyelashes, I've always been told to do with eyeliner. You want to keep your eye open as much, just to start. So I'm going to have to try and look over my camera at my mirror. But before I even do the wing, I'm going to get as close as possible to my eyelash line. Let's see, wait, I can't look at you guys. I have to look at the mirror. If you guys don't get exactly your eyelash line, you just can go back underneath of it and fill it in. But you're kind of just gonna, you know, I'm like dabbing it, like just real small little strokes just to get it started. Because of my eyes being like this and kind of hooded over, you don't want. Alright, so we're going to do this. And I was saying, because my eyelids come down, you don't want a thick line if you have eyes like mine. I am going to stretch it out a little bit here because you can see how it's like all rigid. I want a straighter line. Do not attempt to do your wing at this point. Do not even go to all the way to the corner. I'm just trying to make this line as even as possible. If you guys can see, it's not really as even as I want. And so we're just gonna keep going over until we get as thick as we want and as straight. We want a clean line. So you see it's a lot better. I see some girls throw this on like it's nothing. So obviously, like I told you guys, I'm still playing with this. I'm sure if I did my eyeliner every day, it wouldn't be such a big deal. But you see now I left some room. It's not a lot, but when I go like this, my eyelid looks really small. So you really don't want to come up. I'm going to go ahead and do this eye and try and get it to where we're at here. We still haven't touched the corners yet, okay? So we're going to play around with this and try and get it. Alright, so I think I got these pretty even for each side. And as straight as I could, with the exception of maybe the corner right here. Now here comes the fun part. This is how I do it. I was told to start at the corner here and pull out as high as you want the wing to go. You want to keep it parallel to the end of your eyebrows. So if we do this and touch the end of my eyebrow, I know exactly which angle I want to go to. I just have to determine how long or how far out I want to go. So we're going to go back to the first eye, and I'm going to start in the corner and pull out very gently and try to keep it a thin line on an angle going up towards my eyebrow, the end of my eyebrow. Again, I've seen people do this with no problem, but I'm still like playing around with it. These aren't connected either, really, to what I already did in the first part over my eyelid. You see that? I went out of focus. See, it's kind of like scraggly. I want to go in and try and make it straight right now. Now, when you're pulling it out and trying to perfect like the thickness or the straightness of the line, it obviously is going to get thicker. You'd rather it get thicker above the line than come down to where, like below where you wanted it to start. You know what I mean? So you don't want the line to get any thicker down here, maybe a little bit up here, but not going any lower than where you start. All right, so I have pulled out enough. I didn't pull it out as far as I wanted to, but I did pull it out some. It is a little bit gooky up here, but that's okay. It's not too thick to where I can't fix it. What I want to show you guys is how we're going to connect everything together. You see how my eye folds right here when I talk? The fold comes down, and that's what messes everybody up with girls that have eyes like me. We can't do regular, you know, I can't even think right now, winged eyeliners. We can't do the regular wing with the fold right here. So that's what I want to show you. So with that in mind, with me not pulling, well, I'm going to pull a little bit and then we'll go back and fix it. The hood, the line starts right here. So I'm going to try and draw a little line on an angle that pulls out into this line that's supposed to be the beginning of my wing. Can you guys see it? So it's like, and I'm going to fill it in. It's like I'm making a little triangle in the corner of my eye. I'm going to keep, you see I'm pulling gently, but short strokes I do because I mess up very easily. And then we're going to go with the eyeliner that I put around the top of my eye. You see how there's this gap right here? We're going to like pull that into it. It's going to be like a little, maybe a really funny angled V, like stretched out wider. But that's how we're going to do it with my eyes. So I'm going to pull this down and pull it into what I was showing you. There is a line here that's not straight, but I can go back and fix that. Alright, I'm trying to keep you guys in this video as much as I can without doing anything off the camera. It's easy sometimes to open your eye back up and see how it looks because your eyes aren't, you know, like this when you're doing it. When you let go, realistically, they're folded. So you want to see what you're working with a regular eye just like this. So sometimes I'll let go and look, like step back from the mirror and look like what I've done already. You don't want to go ahead and do a whole bunch of work and then look back and be like, wow. So I do a little bit at a time and I'll keep checking. So I'm smoothing out pretty much around my eye, and then I'm bringing it down to this point and then pulling it out into the triangle that we drew. That's supposed to be our wing. And I'm trying to fill it in without touching the end here because I'm going to make this thinner and like all light. I'm going to pull it out, but not right yet because I want to fill this in some more. It is pretty straight for me, like the conversion or the transition from this to this, but I just want to fill this in some more. For some reason it looks like there's white right here on my eye and there's not. I don't know if it's the shine from my light. Looks weird. All right, so I'm pretty happy with the result of this one. I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same thing to this eye that I did to this one. So we already did the top part along my lash line. So we're going to start right at the crease of my eye, the tip, and we're gonna pull this out in the direction of the end of my eyebrow, which you can see comes out squiggly. Even if I pull my eyes, it still comes out squiggly. I'm gonna try and get that as straight as I can first. My left eye always comes out better, or my right eye comes out better than my left, so I'm gonna try and balance it out for you guys and make it even. Remember, if you guys have eyes like mine, the more you pull, the more distorted that eyeliner is going to be when you let go of your skin. So that's the biggest reason why these corners come out like this for me when I pull really hard. Like this, it looks way more straighter, but the moment I let go, it's like a big U. You know what I mean? We don't want that. So I have to go back and play with this some more. Sometimes I'll lick the tip of my finger. I know it's gross, and I'll just go like that and like an eraser and try to like wipe it off and start over or thin it. So we're just gonna play around now with connecting it, and then I'll go back and fix the way this funky looks. But do you see how I pulled it out to right where the fold is of my eye? We're gonna do this again. We're going to go back in here, go right to the bend of where this ends with the pen, and gently try to pull it out in like a very narrow triangle to the point that I have. This is coming out thicker than I wanted. Hold on. This is such a bitch. Alright, so I am jacking this eye up, seriously. But I did pull the line out like the other side. Don't worry about all this gook right here because we're probably going to end up filling it in. The more I pull on my eye, the more I'm going to mess it up, like when I go to finish, but we'll fix it. So what I'm going to do is bring this line down to right here, and then we're going to bring that point into here, like an open V. I honestly think this eyeliner pen is drying out, which kind of sucks, so it's making it harder for me. It is new. I just think that I've had it open too long, playing with it. Alright, so my pen actually is drying up, and I just switched out from the Sormay, or the SK1, sorry, to Ico London, the skinny liquid eyeliner in black. The plum kind of looks dark, so I don't think you guys will see a difference. There is a slight difference with this tip. It's still felt, but it's not as long as the other one, and obviously this one is a little bit more wetter because I haven't had the lid off as long for this video. So I went ahead and I tried to fill in some of this and feather out the tip a little bit right here. Like I just went in real gently. My OCD is seriously bad. But do you guys see how like I came in to this point and then I brought it in? I just got to keep going in and defining that area. So I've got it as good as I think I'm going to get without overdoing it. With the point here, now see, my OCD is so bad. Every time I go to show you guys, I see something else I don't like. That's as good as I think I'm going to get right now. I do like to bring my inner corners in really low and really thin. I don't want it as thick as the rest. So I'll just tap very lightly in the inner side. A lot of people don't like that. I do. And then there's another thing I know a lot of girls don't like, but I do it too. I'm going to show you guys what I do with the bottom. My lights for recording are super hot, so I'm thinking that's why the SK1 eyeliner dried a little bit faster while I was doing it. So, like I said, we're doing the Ico London. And I usually do I don't like this smoky eye because I have dark circles. A lot of girls don't use eyeliner on the bottom lash. They'll use like the transition color or whatever for down here very close to the lash line. I do that once in a while, but because I have dark circles, I have to be very, very careful. So I sometimes just like to use eyeliner and skip that whole smoky eye look. So let's see. I will take the pen or whatever I'm using and I will go to the corner and try to get as close to my lash line, not the waterline, but like right in the middle. I guess that would be considered your waterline too, but I'm trying to like go right on where my lashes are. Very thin. I hate looking at the mirror when I'm talking to you guys. I can't look at you while I'm doing this. It looks great. So you see it's not dark and I don't come all the way into the corner. For some reason I like the shape of my eyes when I just kind of like, I'll pull it into like right here, but I'll start dragging it a lot lighter. So I like that. Now let me just go. Ugh. Every time I go to this eye, I see something wrong. Do you guys have that problem? Does one eye always come out better than the other? Even if I just do mascara for the day, one of my eyes, it's usually this one, looks always better than my other eye. I'm starting to bake under my lights. It's getting really warm. These lights are really bright. When I pull this back, do you see it doesn't look super, super dark there? I want to try and fill it in a little bit more. Ah. Hold on. It sucks having OCD, I'm telling you guys. So anyway, this is what my eyeliner looks like when I'm finished. I apologize for taking so long. I really just wanted to get it super perfect for you guys. As you can see, it's still not perfect. I do like this eye better, but I wanted you to get the gist of having the kind of eyes that I have. So my main objective was to show you guys like how I connect. Normally some people would just go all the way around down here and then pull out. When you do it, you have to come all the way around to where your eye folds right like that, stop there, and then draw a line out to that point, and then bring it back down again like a triangle. I don't think I really showed you guys what I mean. I hope that you got some idea of what I mean by watching me do it. I'm terrible at explaining it, but as you can see, like when I go like this now, I have a wing, even with my eyes being folded. So that's the problem that we have with these kind of eyes. If I didn't do my eyeliner the way I just did it, I wouldn't have a wing. It would look like a funny kind of U, and I don't like that look. So I'm going to end this one because I like definitely jacked up this eye, and I've talked you guys' ears off, and I'm sweating because of the lights. But this is what I got afterwards. I don't have any mascara on. Obviously it would look great with mascara. If I was to do, when I do my eyeliner, I always do it after I do my eyeshadows or whatever I'm doing as far as the eye color here. And then I would do my eyeliner on top. I didn't do that today because I just wanted to show you guys how I normally do it. I don't know if you guys got a kick out of this as much as I did showing you guys. But I hope you enjoyed me sharing my little crazy OC eyeliner routine. And I hope it helps somebody. I'm so tongue-tied. I hope it helps somebody with similar eyes to me. I'm not the best at explaining things. I do apologize. I'm still learning, and you all know I haven't really done the tutorial part on my channel, so that's kind of new to me. So hopefully in time I'll get better at explaining things to people rather than just showing you. But I hope he's got the gist of it. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. I love hearing what you guys got to say. If you have any tips for me or any better eyeliner felt tip products that I could try, that would be great. I would love to hear anything you've got, like any input. I love everybody's support. I love my channel. You guys are awesome, and I really appreciate you guys watching. If you like this, don't forget to hit the like button, and I will see you all again real soon. Thanks for watching.